Drones are easily the most recognized tech in the 21st century, and they're used to get some beautiful footage while above ground. In some cases, the footage tends to get a little strange, and we gathered several footage of these strange drone captures for you to see. So in this video, we are going to show you weird drone cam captures what no one was supposed to see. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. The scary shark hunt. Sharks have officially been scary since 1975. Before that, they were merely unofficially scary. People often film them, but drone footage from the Discovery Channel is a whole other level of creepy. A crew of researchers uses a drone to film sharks from above due to water being cloudy, and captures one doing what sharks are best at getting ready to eat. As seen from above, the shark then hunts for seals which normally hide near the rocks close to the shore to avoid this situation. However, due to a high tide, the shark can maneuver the rocks more easily, and the film crew can tell what's going on from the shark's behavior. They then brace themselves for marine predator lunchtime theater. A seal, seemingly unable to detect the shark's very close proximity, swims directly toward the hungry enemy. And within seconds, the shark darts forward, attacks, and then moments later blood surrounds the two in the water, and then begins shaking the seal. And though the experts in the crew assurance that the seal was probably already dead, it's still very sobering to see, especially since the animals had no idea that they were being watched in the first place. This is officially scary. Indian man trapped on the cliffside for 2 days without food and water. What was supposed to be a fun experience would turn into an absolute nightmare. As a young man on a trek with his friends became trapped and stranded on a sheer vertical face of an isolated canyon. The man named Babu had set out to climb the Scrot Hill with 2 others when he slipped and became stuck in the cleft of the hill. His friends would then try everything from wooden sticks to logs and even ropes, before they then decided to head down the hill in order to seek out the help of villagers and the local authorities. The visuals from a drone show him sitting in what seems to be a precarious position. On a point in the cliff, the boy can be seen sitting in a crack on the canyon fairly far below the hilltop. Several attempts would be made to rescue him, but none of them were successful, including the use of a helicopter to get him down. Babu was facing the scorching heat with no food or water, and he was stuck in the unbearable heat of the day and the windy and cold weather of the night, with fear of wild animals roaming around at the same time. All of the attempts to save him from the police to the fighting force to the India Rafan. Even the Coast Guard were unsuccessful until the chief minister would come and intervene, seeking out the help of the army to rescue the young man. The rescue operation was launched and army officers crawled for hours to reach him. They gave him water before helping him to the hilltop. Indian Army drone footage would show the moment that Babu emerged safely, with the aid of a rope as rescue teams cheered him on. This was a terrifying event to witness, and many people who have mentioned it reminded them of Danny Boyle's 127 Hours. But unlike Boyle's movie, the Indian Army rescued the man in the end. The aftermath of a tsunami. Drones are not only used to find things that have never been discovered before, but they're also used to witness natural disasters like tsunamis and tornadoes. On September 28 of 2018, a 7.5 magnitude earthquake would strike near the Indonesian island of Sulawesi. While the earthquake did minimal damage, it did trigger what was thought to be a small tsunami. Shortly after, the tsunami experts found that in Palu, the capital of the central Sulawesi province, waves would reach 20 feet, which was more than double the initial estimates. According to Scientific American, central Sulawesi is located on a very long and narrow bay. That's only about 20 miles wide, so the tsunami moved quickly through the area, sweeping across the land and dragging tons of rubble directly into the ocean on the other side of the bay. The ground also became heavily saturated, which led to large mudslides that only added to the total destruction. In total, the tsunami, one of the largest to hit Indonesia in more than a decade, would take the lives of over 4,300 people. Within days of the disaster, drone footage of the city but would begin to emerge. Seeing the ruins from above, you can understand the scope of what occurred. Bridges lay collapsed, houses are little more than debris, and some areas are still underwater. You can see the damage that is done to the city. And this is straight up terrifying how perfectly happy a place can be converted into something like this. Before we move on, support us by hitting subscribe and the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. Now let's get back to our topic. Glowing lava lake in its full fiery splendor. Getting close-up shots of fiery interior of volcanoes' glowing lava lake is nearly impossible. Well, thanks to a special heat suit and some pretty advanced technology, an intrepid adventurer was actually able to capture and ambriam volcanoes' raging depths on camera. This incredible footage documents Sam Cosman and his team's harrowing journey into the Morong crater, one of only 7 lava lakes on the planet. It's located on the remote island of Ambriam in the Republic of Vanuatu. In 2014, 33-year-old Sam would leave his home in San Francisco, California, in order to fulfill his dream. As a digital storyteller and tech explorer, Sam and his team would use high-tech drones, virtual reality cameras, and wearable biometric sensors, all in order to learn more about the geology of such an extreme environment. The aim of the project was to get a better understanding of how microbial life could exist and colonize in such an extreme environment, and the results would help scientists to better understand the volcano and really showcased how the highly controlled flying cameras might advance science and exploration. While it was a dangerous journey, which included toxic superheated gas, falling boulders, acid rain, and violent expulsion of molten rocks, the crew made it back safely before a large flank eruption triggered by an earthquake that could have killed anyone even remotely in the area happened. Remains of 5,000-year-old henge monument discovered in Ireland. The archaeological landscape that exists 30 miles north of Dublin, Ireland, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is thought to have been thoroughly researched and excavated. But during an unprecedented 40-day drought in 2018, a photographer by the name of Anthony Murphy will discover the remains of a 5,000-year-old monument when he deployed a camera drone above the field. Murphy believed that this was undoubtedly the site of a henge and enclosure formed by rocks or wood that the ancients would use as a gathering place. Together with a friend, he launched a drone and discovered evidence that such a structure had been there in the past. The drought was vital to encounter signs of the structure visibly. According to archaeologists, the soil beneath heavy objects holds more residual water with a 40-day lack of rainfall. The discrepancy between untouched patches and those that had previously been substantial objects placed atop was made glaringly apparent. Chief archaeologist for Ireland's National Monument Service, Michael McDonough, described the discovery as a once-in-a-lifetime event that could contribute greatly to their knowledge of this magical archaeological landscape. You can also see the captured aerial footage of Anthony Murphy, as it's freely available to all. So that's it. Please like, share, and comment your thoughts below if you liked this video. Remember to subscribe to see our next video. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.